Is this report accurate?
I know it sounds hard to believe.
The Center for Space Development. Destroyed in an instant.
We detected a strong energy flow seconds before the blast itself. On-site reports describe a bright light from high in the atmosphere.
What? No, it couldn't be. Get me the control center at Westham, now!
Right away, sir.
Mr. Secretary, sorry to barge in like this, sir, but we've got trouble. We just received word from the terrorists. I'll set it up so you can view it here.
Terrorists.
My name is Kenneth Coleman. I am the leader of the Crying Lions. I want to make sure you understand your very precarious position. There is only one way to prevent a repeat performance of what happened to the Center for Space Development. You must follow our instructions perfectly and immediately. First, you must withdraw all military personnel from Sarkozia. Second, you must publicly confess your crimes and make an apology renouncing your invasion. Third, you must swear before the entire world that you will never again interfere with Sarkozia. There is no room for discussion. Our demands are final. Failure to comply will invoke dire consequences. I am certain you understand what I mean. Your unholy weapon of destruction serves our purpose well. Make your decision quickly. That is all.
As far as we can determine, they appear to be the last remnants of a military resistance group defeated during the Sarkozian Civil War.
Sarkozia. Well, have you located the satellite's present position?
I'm afraid not, sir. The satellite control center was destroyed with the space center.
Damn! Well, that rules out our new anti-satellite missiles.
Mr. Secretary, we don't have much time. Have you considered sending in the Army?
They'd never make it in time. Those damn flying lions would hit us before we even got moving.
I believe it was the Crying Lions, sir.
Get word to SCAT headquarters. I want them in the air immediately.
Brilliant, sir. If anyone can handle a job like this, it's them. I'll send word right away.
You do that.
Welcome to SCAT Special Training Program. Here we teach you the basics. But first, when you want to quit, press the Start button, choose Config, and then choose Quit. Jean-Luc, are you ready? To ready your weapon, press the R1 button. Try it now. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. To shoot, press the square button while holding down the R1 button. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. To reload, press the X button. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. If you press the square button when your weapon isn't loaded, it reloads automatically. Now let's try putting your back to the wall. Press the square button while standing near a wall. Press the square button again to move away from the wall. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Good. Now try shooting around a corner. Press R1 to move and the square button to shoot while holding down the R1 button. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. If you release the R1 button, you will return to your previous position. Be careful. If you jump out too far, you won't return to your previous position by releasing the R1 button. Next, you need to know how to crouch. Press the L1 button. Press the square button while moving forward in a crouch, and you will execute a forward roll. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Press the circle button to change weapons. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. The submachine gun has the longest range. But if you want real power, I suggest my favorite, the shotgun. Your handgun has unlimited ammunition. But still, choose your weapon carefully. Each situation is different. Press the L2 or R2 buttons to move the camera from left to right. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. This should help you get a better look around corners and objects. If you quickly press the L2 or R2 buttons twice, the camera will swing back to its default position behind you. When an enemy is in your sight, press the triangle button to lock the camera on that enemy. Now try it. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. After you've locked onto an enemy, the camera will follow his motions so that he remains in your sight. With more than one enemy character, you can switch targets by pressing the L2 or R2 button. Remember this when you're fighting boss characters or when surrounded by the enemy. Now, move to the next room. Press the square button to open the door. Now you need to learn some hand-to-hand combat. With the square, you kick an enemy from the front or strike with your weapon's butt from behind. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Be warned, this is not the most effective method of combat, so don't count on it too much. Now, move to the next. Now, do you know which objects you can destroy and which you cannot? If there is a red gun sight when you aim at an object, you can destroy it. Otherwise, you cannot. Live with it. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Some of the objects explode, so be careful not to get caught in the blast. There are laser traps in various places. The slightest touch means bye-bye Jean-Luc. Move around them without touching them, or destroy their control panel. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Now, move to the next room. There are just a few more things we need to cover. Use the square button to open doors, pick up items, and operate switches on walls and control panels. Keep an eye out for a blue cursor. You might find something useful. Press the square button to turn on the conveyor belt. Press the square button to climb up ladders. Press the square button to pick up items. Press directional button down to set and detonate C4 explosives. Use the square button to retrieve an explosive you previously set. I say this year in and year out. Move away from a charge before you detonate it. I can't stress this enough. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Now, move to the next room. Now I think you're ready for a little training run. Try not to get yourself killed. The less damage you take, the better. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can't leave here until you take out all of the bad guys. That's good, Jean-Luc. You're doing well. Excellent, Jean-Luc. Your basic training is complete. Now for your final exam. Now you've got to beat me. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't try hard, you're going to get hurt bad, real bad. Excellent work, Jean-Luc. You can now proudly call yourself an Ace Scat Commando. You're finished here, soldier. Get ready for your next mission.
Listen up, people! Especially you, Jake. I'm going to explain our mission. As you know, the Space Center has been completely destroyed.
The Gulf system, right. It can hit any spot on Earth with pinpoint accuracy. So basically, they've called us in to penetrate the fortress at West Camp and take back control of the satellite from the bad boys.
Yep, that pretty much sums it up.
I can't believe they made such a crazy weapon in the first place. Then to have it stolen by a bunch of terrorists. What a joke!
Shut up, Jake, and let me finish. We're to take back control of the Gulf system, and if this fails, shut it down. Permanently. Our illustrious intelligence agency tells us this thing has an unlimited power source. However, it takes several hours to charge between blasts. That gives us time before they fire again. And they will fire again, you can count on it. We've got to hit them, and hit them hard. If not, well, you saw the footage on the Space Center. There is no, I repeat, no margin for error. The control center is hidden beneath an old factory. And there are only two ways to reach it. The first is a high-security express elevator in the main office building. The second is a large freight elevator located in the northwest section of the complex. We've no time to waste. That's why our main target is the express elevator. We all head there, except for Steve, Matt, and Law. I want you three to secure the freight elevator. We don't know if they can listen or not, so keep communications to a minimum.
What the?
We're losing power! Fast!
Straighten this bird out!
I can't! It's not responding! Sir, get out while you can!
Damn! Listen up! Scrap the rendezvous at the drop point! You're on your own! Find a way in and carry out your orders! Fall out, soldiers!
Well, aren't we off to a nice start?
You okay, Matt? Yeah, it's nothing. See you on the ground, Jean-Luc. Damn it! A laser! One slip and I'll be fried!